My name's Isaiah. I'm 15 years old. I go to a academically gifted school. I like football, photography, and drama are my main interests. And I have a little sister with autism. Abigail is 12 years old and she has severe autism. So being as we're only 3 years apart, I've pretty much known autism my whole life, and I've really grown up with it. When I was younger, I played Pop Warner football, and so sometimes my parents would try to bring Abigail to the games with them because we didn't have anyone to watch her. So Abigail, when she's excited or happy or just wants to talk, will yell because she can't talk. She's not verbal. So she'll yell and make noises and things that aren't typical. So she would get stared at a lot, and it was kind of embarrassing for me at times. When I tried to have friends over to have a sleepover, she would sometimes sit in their laps or play with their hair and maybe steal their food. So that was really hard for me because Abigail made it so that I couldn't fit in as much, and so I felt really embarrassed and really awkward, and it made it hard for me to enjoy inviting people over to my house. When we would go to places like Disney or the movies, you never know when Abigail's going to have a meltdown. And so when she does, you have to leave the situation. And that was really hard for me because when I was younger, I did understand that I couldn't make it about me, but I still internally did. And so it really hurt my feelings that, I couldn't enjoy the things that I wanted to do. It's always been hard for me because in some ways I feel like an only child. Abby's nonverbal, so I never really have someone I can go to and talk to. Sorry. It's really hard to be a sibling but not have that same sibling bond that you see on movies and TV and in real life. In a lot of ways, I've become more of a caregiver than a big brother for her. And I've always been there for her because I have to keep her safe. And I think I always will have to be there for her. Despite all the challenges from when I was younger, as I've grown up, I've really seen the positive benefits of having a sibling with autism. I've become a lot more mature of a person compared to my peers because, like I said, I've become Abigail's kind of caregiver, even more than just her brother. And so it's really changed my viewpoint on a lot of things, and it's helped me become more of an empathetic person. And I've gone on and I've done a lot of volunteer work, and my summer job this summer was I was a buddy for kids with autism. So it's really changed the person that I've become. Autism has really taught me to have more patience, to think about others before myself, and to truly value the things that matter most. And I didn't realize that when I was younger. I was just so worried about why can't I go to the movies or why can't I go to Disney World. Taking on the role as one of Abigail's caregivers has really strengthened the relationship between my parents and I as well. We sort of work as a team, Team Abigail. Nowadays, my sister and I's relationship is a lot more typical of a teenager and a preteen. Sometimes she gets annoyed with me and I get annoyed with her, but we have an incredibly strong bond now. Because when I was younger, autism was always this kind of distancing thing, and it didn't allow us to have this close relationship. And it's really helped me realize that autism is not a thing, it's a person, and it defines who she is. I'm no longer embarrassed by Abigail and how she acts because of autism. It's just part of my life. Looking back, I've definitely had a lot of challenges in my life because of my sister's autism. But I think that the benefits greatly outweigh the challenges. Because of autism, I've become a more mature, caring, and empathetic person. And I know that all of those things are going to really help me and affect my future. So I wouldn't change that for the world. I wouldn't change my life, and I wouldn't change my sister.